The following organizations have provided funding for this Into the Outdoors television series.
Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday, dear Zach, happy birthday to me.
Hey, Wait, what are you doing?
I'm working on something pretty big here.
Really? What is it?
I've been trying to answer this question. Why does birthday cake taste better when it's your own birthday?
Oh, wait, how are you gonna figure that out?
Step 1, I'm going to eat this cake.
And step 2?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Also, it's not even your birthday.
Shh, the cake doesn't know that.
Anyways, a viewer sent in a real question we need to find the answer for.
Does it involve cake?
No, but it does actually involve a birthday. Here.
Hey guys, it's JD. You gotta help. I just got this new fishing rod for my birthday, and I want to go on a family fishing and boating adventure this summer. What else do I need to get started?
That's a good question. There are plenty of great reasons to go fishing, but when it's your first time, it can seem a little overwhelming. Where to go, what to bring. Like, for example, can I bring this cake?
You should probably leave the cake here, but you're absolutely right. Fishing can seem a bit hard to get into. But is it really? I think that we should go and find out.
As we go
Into the outdoors.
Grab your gear and let's explore as we discover the wild outdoors. Science, discovery, it's what we do. You can make our earth a bright and better place by joining us in this wide open space. Into the outdoors.
To help JD get his family out fishing, we thought it would be best to start with the basics. Matt Ebert, a fishing guide, agreed to help take us from fishing beginners to expert anglers.
We're trying to help out one of our viewers. He asked, what's the best way to get started on our summer boating and fishing adventure? We were thinking you could help.
Absolutely. The first thing you want to know is the fish always bite better early in the morning. So let's grab some rods and reels and get started. One for Zach,
Thank you.
one for Bella.
Thank you.
The first thing you want to do is take off your hook out of the line keeper. And you guys ever bait a hook before? No? Well, I'm going to teach you. Bella, you ready for a worm?
My biggest problem with fishing is honestly the worms. They're just so gross and slimy.
You just want to thread it on there ever so gently and let me get mine, and then I'll show you how to cast. All right, the first thing we need to do, you two, is adjust the depth that we want to be fishing. We do that by adjusting this little bobber stop here, which will stop the bobber at any depth I put it at. Then take your index finger and grab the line. Then take your other hand, your left hand, and open up the bail. And from that point on, you just want to go back and go forward and lightly let off the line. And you're fishing. Now we got to catch some fish.
Oh, okay, I probably got a weed there.
Looks like weeds to me. You got one, don't you? Ooh, look at that one.
That was a good one.
Great job. Let me help you show you how to take it off the hook. Just grab him, push the back fin down, wiggle gently, and away he goes.
Catching my first fish today was pretty easy. All I had to do was just drop my hook in. Turns out, fish just really love worms. What does someone need to know about bait?
All right, well, here are some of your basics. Here we have a stick bait, which is made out of plastic or wood, which mimics a minnow. Here we have an inline spinner, which can act like a wounded fish. This twirls around in the water. And here we have the old spoon.
What do you catch with those?
So for these bigger lures, we generally catch bigger fish, such as largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, northern pike, and even a muskie every so often.
What about worms?
Worms work good for the smaller fish, like the bluegills, perch, and your sunfish, like we're catching now, but these are better for the bigger fish.
Do you even really need a tackle box?
Well, you really don't need one, but it's nice to be able to bring along to carry your hooks, your pliers, your bobbers, your sinkers, all your supplies you need for the day.
Oh,
You got a bigger one out there?
Yeah, I think I've got one on the hook.
got one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got a great big one.
Is that a sunfish?
That is a sunfish. Yep, nice job, nice fish.
Sunfish and bluegills are great beginner fish because they're pretty easy to catch from shore, docks, or from a boat using live bait like worms. They call them panfish because they don't usually grow bigger than the size of a frying pan.
Catching my first fish of the day was really cool. I enjoyed seeing it up close and personal, but I'm not touching one just yet.
And this grasps the fish firmly, and that's all you gotta do.
Nice.
Good job.
Thank you.
It seems like you guys are getting more comfortable with this fishing thing. Are you ready to take it up a notch?
Absolutely. Fishing from shore is cool and all, but I think we're ready for the next level.
Well, my boat's right here. If we go out on the big lake, we can catch more fish, and bigger ones too.
As long as you promise to bait my hook, I'm ready to go.
Great, I know just a spot across the lake.
When we come back, we're talking about the best tips and tricks to help you catch the biggest fish out there. We're coming for you, fish! Will we catch the big one? Will Bella touch a worm? Only time will tell. All right, let's get in the boat.
Hold on, you two. First thing we need to do is put on your life jackets. Not only are they a smart idea, they also save lives.
Are we ready now?
Now we're ready. Come on in.
So, what are we fishing with today?
We're using a jig and minnow, a jig and blacktail minnow. And what we're fishing for is northern, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, and maybe even a walleye. Basically, I'm gonna throw it out, let it sit for a little bit. I'm gonna pull up to the slack out line, just pull a little bit more, and let it fall back down, and repeat. And just go very, very slow, a slow drag pause, back to the boat. If you feel something like that, just start cranking it. It's probably gonna be a weed, but you never know. Any bites, Zach?
No, nothing yet. So, why'd you bring us out to the middle of the lake?
Well, because this time of year, the water's pretty warm, and the fish like to go to a little deeper, cooler water. So what we're fishing in down here are some nice, deep green weeds. And that attracts small fish, which in turn attracts bigger fish.
Come on, fish. Minnow's really tasty.
Days like today, when there's a bright, clear sky, it can be harder because the fish spook easier in the clear water. On dark or rainy days, they actually bite better because you can get closer to them without scaring them. Get ready, Bella. See, there's a bite going on. Just keep the rod up and keep reeling. Keep the rod in that angle and just keep reeling. Get him, get him, get him. Ooh, it looks like a nice largemouth bass. A little bit more. You got him. Look at that.
I can't believe I caught that.
That's much bigger than we were catching earlier.
It sure is.
After catching my first fish of the day, I decided it was time to overcome my biggest challenge. That's right, it was time to touch the worm.
I touched it. That counts, right?
Hardly. That barely counts. I'll tell you what, I'll bait your hook for now, but you got to do it at least once.
All right, you've got a deal.
Come on, Zach. You've got to catch a fish to keep up with Bella. I know they're down there.
I got one!
You got one? All right. Looks like you got a good one, Zach.
Come on.
Oh, look at that. Big northern pike. Bring it right to me. Nice job. You just flip your bail open for me?
Hey!
Perfect. Great. Want to see her teeth?
Oh, whoa.
wow.
Yep, you want to touch that.
So, do we keep this one?
It's a keeper size, but through catch and release, if we release him, he'll be bigger next year, and he'll be just be a nicer fish.
Fishing from a boat is lots of fun. Plus, you can get to all kinds of different spots on the water, which means different kinds of fish. It really adds to the adventure.
Yeah, and even if you don't catch anything, it's still awesome to be out on the water.
It's really easy to see how a day on the lake can be a great way for a family to spend time together, make memories, and maybe even catch dinner.
I have been camping and fishing basically since I was about 3-4 years old. My grandpa was with us all the time, so it was always just a family event.
Oh, I have a bite, I think. See, this is where we caught the bass last time. I've been fishing since I was like a kid. Every year when we go camping, I always love to fish. Like sometimes I remember I'd wake up at like 5 in the morning and I'd grab my fishing pole and go and fish on the dock.
When I go out fishing, it just makes me feel very happy, relaxed, peaceful, just kind of disconnect from everything in the world. Doesn't matter if we catch anything. It's just fun to be out there on the lake. That's the best part about it.
I'm just gonna drop mine right here, see if I get any bites or anything.
When the kids were really little, like 2-3 years old, we were actually fishing for smallmouth bass. They were doing like a kids learn to fish event.
I don't really remember that much, but I had this little kid's pole and I caught a huge bass on it. And my dad always brings that up.
Annabelle caught a 19-inch smallmouth bass on a little kid's pole, like this long. The pole was, the fish was like that long. It was incredible watching her do that. Most of the time when we're out fishing then is to catch them to eat them, knowing that I'm eating what I caught. Doing like a shore lunch, you take the fish right out of the lake, I filleted it, I cooked it, and now we're eating what I caught. It's the best feeling in the world. You know exactly what it is you're putting in your mouth. It's fantastic. Best food there is.
When we come back, we're giving that fish a break and taking our day on the water into high gear. Are you ready to join us? Then hang on just like Bella and get ready for a wild ride.
Okay, so we've learned some fishing basics, and we figured out why fishing while camping would be an amazing adventure, but now we're switching gears. Turns out fishing's not the only fun thing JD and his family can do on a boat.
Yeah, we'll show ya. Grab your life jackets
And towels.
and come with us.
Hey guys, welcome to Camp Nicolay.
Hi, thanks for having us. We're super excited to go wakeboarding. Let's go.
Well, let's go over a few safety things first. First thing I want to talk about with you guys is a correct fit for a PFD. So why don't you do up those buckles and let's make sure they fit okay. All right, it looks like everything's buckled nice and snug. Next thing I want to go over is when we're out on the water, I want you to know a few signals. The first thing is if you want the boat to slow down, if the driver's going too fast, give me a thumbs down, okay?
Okay.
Next thing is if the boat is going too slow and you want to speed up a little bit, give me a thumbs up. Sound good?
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Of course, what happens sometimes when you're out there wakeboarding?
Fall.
You do fall, unfortunately. If you're not falling, you're not trying, right?
Yeah.
So if you fall, put your hands up above your head, and then that means that you're okay, and the boat driver and the crew is going to come back around and check in on you. If you want to go back to the dock, all you have to do is pat your head just like this. Exactly. Good job, guys.
After learning the basic hand signals to use out on the water, Zach and I practiced pulling ourselves up on the beach. Then it was time to put our skills to the test out on the lake.
All right, now just wiggle your way off, and then you'll just end up sinking right in. That was awesome. Okay, you're going to go where your eyes look, all right? Okay.
All right, Zach, just focus now. You can do this.
Yeah, right. Put the rope on top of the board. Okay, both hands. Yeah, good job. You were getting up. Hang on.
Sure that your feet are like underneath, like pushing, kind of.
Right.
So then your board goes up, and then
Yeah.
you go up kind of with it.
Whenever you're ready. Yeah. Oh, almost. Almost.
so close.
Almost.
So close.
And he knows what he did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't turn my feet. Yeah.
Well, I didn't get up this time, but I got closer every time. And I still had a blast out on the water.
Okay, it's my turn. I just have to remember what we learned back on the beach.
Good job. Her first try was really good. This time, stay down, like sit back longer, okay? Let the boat pull you up.
Here we go. I'm gonna give it my all this time. I've got this.
Oh, she wants to go back to dock.
I love the way she holds her nose on the way down.
She's like, I'm ready.
Wakeboarding is just one of the adventures you can have on the water. We saw plenty of people enjoying quality time with their families on the lake.
Some of my favorite memories involve being out on the lake with my family. When it comes to family movie night, we can never find the same show or movie that we're interested in, but when we're on the water, there's something for everyone. Water sports is really just something we can all agree on.
It's such an amazing bonding experience. We can just go out on the water and have fun out on the water. It's just a super unique way to communicate with your family and hang out with your family because everybody has their own thing that they love to do.
We all play a different role in what needs to be done. So my dad's the boat driver, my mom helps with ropes and she helps be the spotter, and then my brother and I just put on the show, and how we all have our different role and our different part that we have to do. It just makes a good family activity.
When I look out at the lake, I feel so grateful. Really, it's amazing how the lake brings our family together.
When we come back, Bella's been avoiding this all day, but she has a promise to keep. She needs to bait her own hook. Can she do it?
You can do this. It's really not that hard.
Hey, this isn't nearly as gross as I thought it was gonna be. Sure, he's a little slimy, but a little slime's not gonna stop me. Today is the day that I catch more fish than you.
Oh, you're on.
Come on, fishy fishies, where are you?
It's such a beautiful day out, but Matt said the fish bite more when it's cloudy. That bright sun is adding a little more challenge today.
Well, we're not catching a lot, but I bet I can cast farther than you.
Oh, you're on.
Yeah! Oh.
No. What did you do?
Okay, my line's over yours, so. Yeah. Wait. The minnows are having a little dance.
Hey, Matt, how deep should we be fishing?
We're set about 10 feet down, right above the log cribs that are on the bottom. Because the fish are actually in the cribs or just on the top, and we want to be just right above them.
So, what do you think are the best places to catch fish?
Well, Zach, what I look for is deep green weeds. Green weeds actually produce oxygen, which in turn attract fish. If you fish where there's dead and dying weeds, it actually robs oxygen from the lake and detours the fish.
I know you're down there. I've got 2 bites over in this area, so if I cast over there, I should get something.
Yeah, your bobber was down.
I got one!
Come on, fish, take it. There it goes.
Hey!
Oh yeah, 1 point for me. Zach's got some catching up to do. We We fished over the log crib for a while longer and even tried using the fish finder technology on Matt's boat to see where the fish were hanging out. But we didn't have any more luck.
We've been trying to catch fish all day, so let's just go for the big ones now.
Sounds good. Let's go.
By the way, big fish count as 2 points.
No, they don't. That's not fair.
What I was planning on doing is pushing along this bank here. I think just keep casting like you guys are, and I'll just keep backing up real slow. There's fish here, but I want to find some bigger ones.
I think I saw a fish over there, and it has my name on it. I've got to secure my lead in this contest.
It's starting. There's a fish there. It's just starting to go. Are you getting bites again, Bella?
Actually, I am.
There you go, Bella. Got a fish on. Get him, get him, get him. There it goes. Go, get him, get him, get him. You got him?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's 2 points. Makes me the winner.
Fine. Hey, Matt. As anglers, how can we do our part to keep the lakes clean?
You know, the most important thing is right now is to control invasive species and not transport them from one lake to another. So what we want to do is inspect our boats for weeds, remove any weeds, foreign vegetation from them before we leave the boat landing, remove our drain plug, drain any bilge water out, and remove all the water from our live wells before we leave the boat landing.
As anglers, it's up to us to take care of and preserve the fish habitats that make fishing and boating adventures possible. By following responsible practices like this, we're doing our part to make sure kids everywhere can enjoy fishing, like we did today.
My favorite part of the adventure today was definitely the casting competition, which I ended up winning. I think I ended up winning.
My favorite part about the adventure today was I caught a huge fish. I mean, that thing was giant.
Reeling in a fish is very exhilarating because you're reeling in so fast, you don't want to lose it, and you got to make sure that that fish will get out of the water and into your hands.
I'm excited to take my 3 younger sisters fishing and tell them all of the knowledge that I learned today.
I definitely see myself fishing more often, especially considering that my parents are very outdoorsy. On our next camping trip, fishing will be a must. So that's it. It turns out that fishing is fun and pretty easy to get into.
Yeah, a rod, a reel, some bait, that's pretty much all you need.
Don't forget the water. Fortunately, it's pretty easy to find a place to go fishing near you.
Yeah, just log on to takemefishing.org. It's full of great information.
Where and when to fish, how to get a fishing license, and tons of other fish facts.
Also, let's not forget about boating and water sports. The water can be used for plenty of reasons.
Oh yeah, so I think our job here is done. We totally got our answer for JD.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What kind of fish we can catch if we use birthday cake as bait?
No, I'm thinking that kids at home should try fishing with their families. It's fun and rewarding.
Oh yeah, that too.
And if you have a question about the outdoors that you need answered, just let us know.
Maybe we'll answer it next time on Into the Outdoors. Okay, but seriously, hear me out about this birthday cake idea.
Grab your gear and let's explore as we discover the wild outdoors.
Get away from there, get away from there. Scare them away.
Discovery is what we do.
Let's go, let's go.
A bright and better place. Us in this wide open space. Into the outdoors.
The following organizations have provided funding for this Into the Outdoors television series.